I see it is that you were a person who was a pulmonary toxicologist who had great experience and expertise in seeing that there were people that were sick at the plant but were not being allowed to actually investigate it. Is that accurate?
Objection.
It's a somewhat fair characterization. I was really being limited. At the same time, there were great changes and improvements that were being made, and certainly didn't want to do anything that would stop that. Certainly a certain amount of resources and money available, and I know a lot of money went into ventilation changes, and it's what if you're going to stay operating and you only have $100 to work with, and it costs $90 to do a lot of the ventilation changes, which clearly were needed, and it's going to cost $50 to do some retrospective work to figure out, well, where was the problem? It's like, well, wait a second, that's not enough dollars, so let's keep the movement going in the areas for the surveillance and cutting down and reducing exposure so we don't see any more problems develop. So, but it was the most frustrating. I have never Sorry. Never in my life. I just need it.
No more questions.
Well, I like the answer. I just need a minute.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I need more than a minute.
Want to take a break for a second?
No, I'll get over.
Okay. We got time.
I've never felt so much on a cliff where it's like, how can you help people? What do you need to do to help people? And involved, the science, the ethics, and everything in between. There's most every day is like, God, we can do so much more. It's frustrating
because they wouldn't let you do it.
Objection.
I don't know the reason. I don't know what the reasons were. It's just I've never encountered anything. We get involved in studies all the time with different lung diseases and problems and patients. And this is just different. This was, we saw people. We saw things happen. You saw some people trying to make strides to improve things, and you were trying to stay involved without getting kicked out. It was tough. Routinely when I do respirator fit testing, we find problems with respirators. Because you always find problems with respirators. they wear down, they break, they get, stuff happens, and you write letters. I do it all the time. You write a letter to the employer, say this is a problem with this employee's respirator, and this problem, this problem, this problem. The idea there is you identify the problem so that companies can take corrective action. But when you're told, don't put this in writing, don't tell me about it, but don't put it in writing. And it was just different. It was a different way of operating. Okay.
Thank you. No more questions.
Good afternoon, Doctor. I'm Phil Calabrese. We met